Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to welcome you to week 3. I know week 1 and 2, we have a lot of changes that we're making, but I promise you it's just to make sure you have a solid foundation moving forward. I've given some of you feedback to go back in and change the template in week 1 and then now starting in week 2. And once you make those revisions, there won't be anything you need to do differently to upload to your final project. So it's kind of like doing future work now, but it sets you up for success. Please reach out if you have any questions or any problems at all. I'm here to support you, here to just ensure that you're comprehending the knowledge areas of project management, the methodology that's used, and the purpose behind the templates that you're using. Just a quick overview and then discussion about week 3 is in week 1, you were kind of going out and soliciting the sponsor for this project. You created a proposal. You showed them a good portfolio fit to show how it ties into strategic decisions already of the organization, showed them what the budget is so that the sponsor could make the decision and allow you or award you the project, right? And the funds for it and the time and the resources. And so then you created kind of an analysis of your stakeholders. This is risk mitigation later. It's also understanding accountability. What's my roles and my responsibilities in this project? You can also hold people accountable because now they know, each team member knows what their roles and their responsibility are. So it helps with ownership, clarification, accountability. It makes the project go smoother, on time, on budget, and high quality, right? Then in week 2, you took that information from your statement of work or from your proposal for your statement of work and just kind of expanded on a few things. Your scope, your project activities, timelines, schedule outline. You're beginning to look at what it's going to take in terms of how long you need for the project, revising any additional costs or change orders, and making sure that you're on track, right? Also, the sponsor with the charter gives you authority to the teams so that they know that you're the project manager, but that the sponsor has given you the authority to direct the team. Having that authority is critical. The other thing you did was a responsibility matrix that ties into roles, responsibilities, accountability, who's going to be doing what, along with the stakeholder analysis. And now in week 3, you're going to take that scope of work and you're going to expand it out and create a work breakdown structure. And you're going to make sure in that work breakdown structure, we're not worrying about timelines yet, that'll be week 4, but that you really detail out your work packages. It's not so important that you absolutely understand the method of work packages and task summaries. Sometimes that can be confusing, right? And this is the fundamentals of project management. We want you to be able to use it in real time at work right away. So if that terminology kind of gets confusing, focus on what it's going to take you to get through this project from A to Z. What are all those steps? You should have 30 or 40 lines on your work breakdown to have a comprehensive, detailed schedule, because that helps you know later when you do the timeline, am I on track? Am I ahead of the game? Am I behind? It helps you be more successful in project management. You'll also do a risk management template just to help mitigate risks in the project. Some of those you identified earlier in the proposal. And then you're going to work on and turn in your cultural and global effects of PM. The different lenses that come to the table when you're working with diverse work teams is different. It's a different team dynamic because everybody's looking through a different cultural lens. There might be language barriers. There might be direct feedback and indirect feedback conflict. You know, some on the team like to give very direct feedback. That might be losing face for other team members, and so then they kind of shut down, hoard knowledge, stop collaborating, right? You almost need a collectivist society tone in these project management groups. What's mutually beneficial, can't talk today. What is mutually beneficial outcomes? Say that 3 times. For each of the team members, because you as the leader, sometimes just expressing that everybody in this group is highly talented and it's going to be a cooperative environment, it's going to be collaborative, and operating in a way that you can coach them to be more collectivist in a cross-cultural team helps you be successful as a leader when you're leading these teams, right? It's a strategic decision that you're making to act in that way. These are strategies that you can use in order to work through the complexities that these teams have. You won't probably dive that deep, but you can, right? It's up to you and how passionate you are about really digging into diverse work teams and how to be a successful leader in those environments. But also, fundamentally, how does it impact your project? Is it going to stall you out? Is it going to paralyze some people, impact communication? So I'm looking forward to seeing those papers. Remember, when you write the paper, to think about an introduction and a conclusion, and the body should include those bullet points that we have listed out for you to cover in the paper. So reach out if you have any questions at all. I'm most of the time wide open on the weekends to Zoom with you. Many times, if it's scheduled ahead of time, I can certainly meet with you during the day. If you want to meet after work, that's fine too. I'm here, I'm available. I want you to be successful. I want you to learn from each other and take away just an amazing methodology that you can apply right away in the workplace. I look forward to seeing everything in week 3, and we'll talk soon.